Hey, I'm Plus Infinite, and today I'm going to show you how to play Super Quants. Let's check it out. In this video, I'm going to focus on explaining how to play and show you some combos. If you want a detailed breakdown of each card, as well as a full deck profile, you can check it out on my channel. I'll leave a link down below. For now, here's a brief overview. Super Quants are a Power Rangers-inspired combo deck with one simple goal: to summon the Megazord, Super Quantal Mech King Great Magnus, one of the most broken boss monsters in the game. Magnus is a 3600 attack monster with effects based on the number of materials attached. At full strength, he's unaffected by card effects, turns off your opponent's effects that allow them to search or draw, and if they make something bigger than him, he has a non-target shuffle once per turn in the main phase to spin it right back. There are very few decks that play in out to Magnus, and if you summon him successfully, it's often enough to end the game. Your opponent will take one long look at this card and say, "Let's go to game 2. Summoning Magnus is a lot like how the Power Rangers summoned the Megazord. You'll first need to summon any 3 different Super Quants, the Rangers, and then get them into their mech beasts, the Zords. To do that, we'll use the 2 most important cards in the deck, Alphan and the Field Spell. Alphan will tribute itself to special summon 1 Super Quant from the deck and send another 2 to the grave, triggering 3 effects at once. And the Field Spell will let you target a Super Quant on your field and make it into a single material for its matching mech beast as many times as you want per turn. Then you'll use the Field Spell's second effect to target 3 Super Quantal mech beasts on field or in grave, combine their materials, and summon Magnus. There are 3 key ingredients to summoning Magnus. First, you'll always need the Field Spell. Second, you'll often need a copy of Alphan. He can summon 2 Super Quants from the deck, so he's very important. Third, you'll need a way to summon a third Super Quant. That can be white, red, green, or a copy of Emergency Teleport to summon blue. Now let's get into some combos. This first 2-card combo is your bread and butter, featuring E-Telly and the Field Spell. You can also use E-Telly and Alphan. E-Telly will special summon out blue from our deck, and blue effect will activate, allowing us to search for a Super Quant card from our deck. In this case, I'll grab Alphan. You'll get whichever one you don't have of these 2. You'll normal summon Alphan, then activate the Field Spell. Then you can activate Alphan's effect, tributing himself off for cost, and revealing 3 Super Quants that are not blue, red, green, and white. And one will randomly be special summoned, red, green, or white, but it doesn't matter which one gets summoned, you'll always end on a 6 material Magnus. Now I'll run through each scenario and show you how to do it. So the first 2 scenarios are pretty easy. It doesn't matter whether white or green gets summoned. When red goes to the grave, he'll target the other one that didn't get summoned and special summon it anyways. So first we'll start off with white and say he gets summoned, then green and red go to grave. What we'll do now is we'll do Chainlink 1 white, Chainlink 2 red, targeting the green, special summon green, and then resolve white. White can send a Super Quant from deck to grave, and that can include himself, so we'll activate his grave effect now, adding a Alphan from our deck to our hand. This will be discard fodder in a moment. Now what we need to do is activate the Field Spell and make 3 mechs. First, we'll start off by discarding Alphan, targeting the white, and making the white mech. White mech is an effect failure. You can target a monster on the field and negate its effects, so it's good to make that first. Next, we'll discard another card, and then we'll make the blue mech. Blue mech is a destroy 1 spell or trap. Finally, we'll discard another card and make the green mech. It's a Book of Moon, flip face down. So now that we made 3 mechs, we'll send the Field Spell and target all 3 mechs, making Magnus. So if green gets summoned here, it really doesn't matter if we get green's effect, because red and white will activate. So red will target the white to special summon, and white's grave effect will grab us another copy of Alphan from the deck. Whoops. White will grab us another copy of Alphan, and then we'll be in the same situation we were just in, where we have 3 cards to discard. We'll make 3 mechs and summon Magnus. Now I'll show you what to do when red is the one that gets summoned, and green and white go to grave. So red summon effect will target the white and retrieve it back to our hand. We'll need that in a minute. White's grave effect will grab another Alphan from our deck, and it doesn't matter whether green's effect triggers. What we're going to do now is we're going to pitch the Alphan off the Field Spell, targeting the red, so that we can summon out the red mech, and then we can use white's summon effect. He can send a non-light Super Quant from field or hand to grave to summon himself, which will trigger red in the process. Then red will target the green to special summon him back. Now we have 3 Super Quants on field. We can pitch once, pitch twice. We can even pitch a 3rd time to make a 3rd mech, but we don't need to do that because we already made the red. So what we'll do now is we'll just make the white and the blue. and you can actually attach the green to either the white or the blue using their effects. Then we can send the field spell, targeting the red in the grave and the white and blue on field, combining them and their materials into Magnus. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different materials, so all his effects are live. And we still have 1 card left in our hands. Okay, so here's another 2-card combo, and it's only a little bit different here. It's going to require 1 extra card out of our hand because we have to use the Foolish Burial to trigger White's effect in the grave to grab us an Alphan. So let's go ahead and activate the Foolish Burial, sending a white layer from our deck so that we can trigger his effect and grab an Alphan. Then, as you can probably guess, we're going to activate E-Telly to special summon the blue, and then blue effect will grab us the field spell. So here we are again in that familiar position. We'll activate the field spell, normal summon Alphan, Alphan effect to tribute, revealing 3 super quants as we did before. It doesn't matter which one gets summoned. We'll just say that white gets summoned and red and green go to grave. So red will trigger, targeting the green to special summon, and we already used white's grave effect, so we really don't need to send another super quant from deck to grave. Now we'll go ahead and activate the field spell 3 times, targeting 3 cards, and we'll summon out the blue, the green, and the white mechs using the 3 cards. So we have nothing left in our hands, but we'll send the field spell, targeting all 3 and their materials to summon a 6 material Magnus. There you go. Now let's go over some 3-card combos. In these combos, we'll always need Alphan and the field spell, or a way into Alphan or the field spell, as well as 1 additional card, and that card could be any way to summon out a 3rd super quant, either red, green, or white. I'll go over each in a moment. Let's start with red. Since we have no monsters, we can go to immediately special summon red. Then we can activate the field spell and normal summon Alphan. Alphan effect will allow us to tribute and reveal 3 super quants from the deck. This combination's a little bit more standard. You'll see it often. It's white, red, and blue. Generally, you'll pick ones that you don't already have, but you don't mind having a 2nd red, and you'll see why in a minute. So first, we'll start with white, and we'll say that red and blue go to grave. Of course, red is going to activate and target the blue to special summon. White is going to send another white from the deck to the grave to trigger its grave effect, so that we can grab an Alphan from our deck to our hand. Now we have 3 super quants, 3 cards in hand. We'll discard, make 3 mechs, and summon Magnus. Now we'll say that blue gets summoned. Blue is great, it puts another card in our hand, and we'll make a Chainlink 1 blue, Chainlink 2 red, targeting the white to special summon, Chainlink 3 white to grab an Alphan from our deck to our hand. Resolve the red, and then now we can resolve the blue. So you can search for any super quant card from your deck to your hand, doesn't matter which one you grab. In this case, what I'm going to do is grab Alphan Spike, works as a good follow-up for next turn to grab another field spell. So we'll discard using the field spell to pitch the Alphan Spike. We'll target the red. We'll make 1 mech, discard again, make another mech, discard again, make another mech, and we still have 1 card left. Alright, now we'll say that red gets summoned, white and blue go to grave, white effect will be grabbing us an Alphan from our deck as usual, and red effect will be targeting the white in the grave to bring it back to our hand. Now we could overlay here, but instead we'll make the red mech by discarding with the field spell, and you'll see why in a minute. Because now we can special summon the white in our hand using its effect to send the red that's not in a mech, leaving the mech on the field. And we don't need to activate white's effect here. Instead, we'll go ahead and activate red's effect now to target the blue in the grave and special summon it back. Now we can discard the other 2 cards in our hand to make 2 more mechs. Make the white mech and the blue mech. And of course now we send the field spell, combining the 3 mechs on field as well as their 3 pilots to make Magnus with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 materials. Alright, we've been through the 3-card combos with red. Now I'm going to go over with green. To start, we'll normal summon green, activate his effect to special summon the Alphan from our hand. We'll activate the field spell, and here we go again. We'll tribute off the Alphan, revealing this time the same standard combination you just saw of white, red, and blue. We'll say that white is the one that gets special summoned here. Red and blue go to grave. Red will target the blue, special summon it. White will send another white from the deck to the grave. Okay. And then trigger its effect to grab an Alphan from the deck to our hand. Now we have 3 cards in hand. We can discard and make 3 mechs to summon Magnus. Now we'll say that blue gets summoned, and red and white go to grave. Just like before, red special summons back the white. White grabs an Alphan from our deck to our hand. And then blue is going to get an additional search for a Super Quant card. I'll grab Alphan Spike again. And then we can activate the field spell, discarding 3 cards, making 3 mechs, summoning Magnus, keeping 1 card in hand. Now we'll say that red gets summoned. Blue and white go to grave. And red will retrieve back the white, of course. Now, what we'll want to do is discard with the field spell, targeting the red, and make the red mech. Then we can activate the white to send the red mech, special summoning itself, and triggering the effect of red to target the blue. And then now we're... we're 1 card short because I forgot to grab the Alphan from white's effect earlier. So now all we have to do is discard 2 cards and make 2 mechs. We already made the red mech, so it doesn't matter which ones we pick here. We'll just discard the Alphan and then go for the white mech. Discard the other card and go for the blue mech. And then green can get attached to whichever. This time I'll pick white. And now we can combine. So we'll send the field spell, targeting the red in the grave and the 2 on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different materials to summon out Magnus. Alright, now I'll do the 3-card combo with the same 2 cards plus white. And since we can't do anything with white in the hand right now, we'll go to normal summon Alphan. And then we'll activate the field spell. Then we'll activate Alphan's effect, tributing himself off, revealing 3 Super Quants that are not white. This time, red, green, and blue's our combo. Since we already have white, we don't need another one. So I'll run through this scenario now. Okay, we'll start off with green. So green gets summoned, red and blue go to grave. Red targets blue, special summons. And now green can actually activate its effect for once, and special summon the white from our hand. Then we'll activate white's effect on summon to send another copy of white to the grave to get its grave effect, so we can grab an Alphan to our hand. Now we have 3 cards, we can make 3 mechs and summon out Magnus. So let's say now we summon blue instead. Red and green will go to grave. Red targets the green as special summon, and blue gets a search for any Super Quant card. Now this time, instead of going for an Alphan Spike, I'm going to actually pick a Super Quant monster. In this case, I'll pick red, and we'll add it to our hand with the effect of blue. So now we got to get the white on the field. So we'll pitch using the field spell, targeting the blue to make the blue mech. And now we can activate the effect of white to send the blue mech and special summon the white. Now we can trigger white's summon effect to send another white from the deck to the grave so that we can activate and grab an Alphan from our deck to our hand. Now we can pitch the Alphan, and we'll target the white to summon out the white mech. Pitch the final card in our hand to target the green and make a green mech. Now we can attach the red to either the white or the green. I'll just pick the white here. Now we can send the field spell, target the blue mech in grave and the white and green on field. And we got 3 there, 3 there. So we'll combine them all into a full power 6 material Magnus. Now let's say that red gets summoned and green and blue go to grave. Red would normally target white, but we already have it in our hand. So instead, we'll just target one of the other 2. I guess we'll just grab green back to our hand. And we don't need to activate any other effects. Now we'll pitch using the field spell, targeting the red and making the red mech. And we'll activate the white to send the red mech. And of course, triggering the red to special summon back the other Super Quant that we did not add. We'll also trigger the white's summon effect, send another white from the deck to the grave so that we can grab an Alphan from our deck to our hand. From here, we'll pitch Alphan targeting the white with the effect of the field spell to make the white mech. Then we'll pitch the other card in our hand, targeting the blue to make the blue mech. Now we can attach the super quant we added earlier to either of the mechs. I'll choose the white here. Now it's time to combine. With the 2 on the field and the 1 in grave, we'll send the field spell, making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 material full strength Magnus. Now before I go, for those of you who have stuck around, I have one last spicy combo featuring E-Telly and Alphan Spike. Now Alphan Spike's a card that's not often played because its first effect is kinda trash. However, its second effect allows you to banish it and an Alphan from the grave to play the field spell from the deck. So it's almost like a built-in Rainbow Bridge of Salvation for the theme. So to start with, we'll go ahead and activate E-Telly. Special summoning blue. Now because Alphan Spike's a way into the field spell, blue will be getting us to Alphan. So we'll go ahead and normal summon Alphan, and then we'll activate Alphan's effect. Now just like before, we're going to use Alphan's effect to reveal white, red, and green. Now what we want to happen is for green to go to the grave, so that we can discard the Alphan Spike and get to the field spell. What we don't want to happen is for green to be summoned, because now we don't have a way to get Alphan Spike in the grave, unless you have another card in your hand that will discard it. So we'll say that white gets summoned, red and green go to grave, and red will be special summoning back the green, white will be foolishing another copy of white, green will be discarding the Alphan Spike. So we'll say we resolve green, discarding the Alphan Spike to get a draw. And we'll also resolve the white to send a copy of white. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Alphan right now. But red also needs to resolve to special summon back the green. And I'm sorry, my chain links are kind of all over the place here. But now it's time to grab the Alphan and the Alphan Spike from our grave. We can banish both these cards. I'll stick them over here to play the field spell from our deck. And by now you know what's coming. I'm going to pitch 3 cards, make 3 mechs, summon a 6 material Magnus with 2 cards to spare. Alright, that about wraps it up for today. Thanks so much for watching to the end of the video. And if you enjoy this deck as much as I do, then you're in the right place. Be sure to comment down below, smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and stay tuned for more Super Quant content on the way. I've got plenty of ideas, including test hands, deck build variations, Master Duel replays, and more. I look forward to seeing you then, and until next time, I'm Plus Infinite. Stay cool, take care, and have a good rest of your day.